Hello everybody, welcome back to Alchemy Gaming. We're still working on Worldwide Rush, and this is episode number 6. We're going to pick up right where we left off. So at the end of the last video, we did most of the countries on the southern part of the Mediterranean Sea. We still hadn't did Spain, of course. France, they're quite expensive. We need to start with Spain. We have 292 million, and we have to be careful that we don't overdo that. So first, let's look at Benghazi and see, where are we clogging up? Oh, we're clogging in a couple places, really. Okay, 6th of October. Ooh, a halty. Okay, so that hasn't gotten going. We'll probably give that time. Maybe that'll do okay. So Rhodes is one that they need a direct connection. So Benghazi to Rhodes. Okay, Benghazi. We'll add in Rhodes. 890 kilometers. Let's put a Nimbus on that. Actually, let's put 3 Nimbuses on it. I think we can go to Spain. We'll unlock that. We'll put this on play. We'll let it slowly do its thing. If I see it's backing up, we'll do something different. So we'll put our hub in, and I think we can do a lot more with hubs too. We haven't tapped in everything yet. So once we go to Porto, that is Barcelona to Porto. Now we could do, I think I want to do a bus. My template, build a road. Sure. I want to have roads. I think we could always go back and do other things. So once I go to Barry, so let's do that. Let's go to Barry 1200. So we're going to have to go with something a little bit bigger. Let's go with the 340 Express. There we go. So that's Spain. Now France, let's go ahead and do that. Wow, that was expensive. And it starts with Marseille. Oh, which is down in the south. Okay. We'll live with that. We'll hire our manager. We'll do expand city. And it wants to go to Barry and Barcelona. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll go Marseille to Barcelona. And I really want to do this as a road. Template, build road. Okay, that's not so bad. So let's create that. We'll put 4 trains on that because I want that going well. So Marseille also wants to go to Barry. And we'll do our Nimbus on that. We'll put 3 airplanes on that total. So now we have the Mediterranean Sea fully covered. So the question is, do we go over the island, United Kingdom, or do we come over here? I'm thinking maybe we go, let's go Luxembourg next. And we'll put our hub, hire our manager, boom. Luxembourg wants to go to Marseille and Barcelona. Here we can do that. So Marseille is going to be 705 kilometers. Can we do it by road? 769. Okay, sure. Let's put 4 buses on that. And then it wants to go to Barcelona. And that's probably going to have to be by plane, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's a little long to do by bus, especially when we don't have to. We'll put 3 planes down there. And then Belgium is 14. Switzerland's 11. Let's go Switzerland next. And we got another city, Bellinzona. We'll put a hub in there. Hire a manager. Put him on expand. Okay, so they want to go to Marseille. So Bellinzona to Marseille. Oops, we don't want to add that yet. Let's go with a template. Build a road, a little bit more expensive, but that's fine. We're coming through the hills a little bit. So we'll put 4 buses on that. Bellinzona wants to go to City Bouzid. That's probably going to be a little bit longer. 1200, yep. We'll have to go with a 390. Which is okay. We'll put 2 of them on. And then, let's see. Do we want to go Belgium? Yeah, let's go Belgium. And then we may have to slow down and just let things catch up, because no doubt someone's going to start plugging up. We're going to have to fix routes or whatever. So Ghent wants to go to Luxembourg. No surprise there. We'll see if we can do that through bus. Perfect. So that's Ghent. Also wants to go to Marseille. And that's probably going to be by plane, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's go the Nimbus. Perfect. Could go Netherlands. Or we could go Ireland. Let's go Ireland. Ireland, Limerick. We'll put our hub down. Hire a manager. Expand. So Limerick wants to go to Porto. And so that's going to have to be by plane. 1200. So we'll have to go with our larger plane, the 390. And let's go with 2 of them. He also wants to go to Ghent. Now that maybe we can do with the Nimbus. Oh, we can. Perfect. So we'll go Nimbus for that. So that'll give us 3 planes there. So we did all these new cities. So that's not too bad. We could go Netherlands. Yeah, let's go Netherlands. We'll leave out the United Kingdom because it's a little expensive. We'll have to wait till next month to do it. So expand city. So Eindhoven. Okay, we can probably do buses for both of these. Eindhoven to Luxembourg. Let's say we go by bus. We could have did train also. Okay, that's pretty cheap. Put 3 buses there. Eindhoven wants to go to Ghent. So that should also be a bus situation. Template. Perfect. There. So we got some roads happening. Perfect. And now I think we could probably speed things up and see what comes of Kowezi. Appeared for like a split second and then it disappeared. So we're at 88,500 from last month. We need 100,000. Who knows? We might hit that or at least get close. Let's slow this down. Pretoria. What's going on down there? Johannesburg. Has a direct path. Maybe we just need... Oh, we just have a horrible bus down. Like a level 1. Like that was going to do anything. Really, all these level 1 buses should be all like changed. That's horrible. I wish I could just go through and change all of them. Would be nice. So Benghazi is overcrowded. Let's see what's going on. Roads. Let's also go Tel Aviv Yafo issue. So roads right here. Let's add another one. And then let's go back in to see what's going on with the Tel Aviv Yafo one. Okay, I'd say we just throw another plane on that. Anything else? 6th of October even is struggling, and so is Asayut. Let's see, Asayut. Let's throw another Nimbus. And the 6th of October, I wonder why Benghazi is so busy. Template. Okay, I did put a level 6 in there. We could do another one of these. All right. Hopefully that will help things out. Benghazi's got lots going on for sure. Tel Aviv Yafo is doing even worse. Oh, there we go. It got better and dropped off. Okay, so we do have Taranto. Let's look there first. Oh. I guess it's a new city and I never noticed it. Okay, that wasn't good on my part. Let's put a hub in here. Expand. Now, Taranto wants to go to Barrie. So, Taranto, almost like Toronto from Canada, but it's actually Taranto. So, let's go with a road. We'll build 3. It's really close, so I don't know if we need more than that. So, it also wants to go to roads. Add city, roads, 1,000. So that should put the Nimbus within range. Here we go. Now Toulouse, where they make aircraft there, and I can't recall. Is it Airbuses? that they make there. I think it might be Airbus that's made in Toulouse, I think. Just a random fact. Okay, we're going to go to Marseille, which I'd say we should be able to build a road for that. Wonderful. And then also Toulouse wants to go to Ghent. No, I don't know why I did it that way. I should have just clicked on it. Ghent is a little far, so let's go airplane on that one. There. So that's Toulouse. We can probably go ahead and put our fast speed on. So you can see unlocking new countries is 2,300 minutes now. So we're getting pretty big. Okay, Praia is a little low going to Kenema. So let's just pause for a second. So Praia wants to go to Kenema. We can do that. Wait, actually, yeah, there was indirect path anyways. Okay. So let's put, oops, not that. That 340 Express is what I meant to click on. So we'll put 3 of them on now. It wants to go to Porto. Praia to way up here to Porto. 3,200. Okay. We could do an Air 500. Yeah, let's do that. That's a really expensive run there. So Lusaka wants to go to Rhodes. Wow, that's interesting. You wouldn't think there'd be a big demand to go from Zambia to Greece, but there it is. Now, that's going to be probably a fairly long airplane ride. Holy jumpins, that is ridiculous. That is crazy. How in the world are we going to make that work? What if we went to something like Addis Ababa? Lusaka to Rhodes. Let's see. Addis Ababa. That way we could do an Air 1500. That would work. Okay, let's click on that. So we're sort of stopping in somewhere else. And now we basically have no money. We're kind of hooped. We're out of money. Abu Dhabi wants to go to Doha. It has a direct path. Oh, it just needs like a better couple more vehicles, I think. Yeah, there we go. That should help. Erbil, Nicosia Municipality. So yeah, it's doing sort of a funny way around, but I think we can fix that. Let's go Erbil. Surely we can just take a Nimbus across. Yeah, let's go Nimbus here. Where is it? 230 Nimbus. All right. Okay, now we're down to 1.1 million. Lome wants to go to Porto Novo. And, oh, it's because, yeah. Yeah, probably going to see more and more of this bus thing where the buses aren't good enough. So let's take care of Lome, Sada, Salala, and let's see, what do they need? Probably another Nimbus is what they need. There's nothing we can do about that at the moment, though. We need more money. Because to get a Nimbus is 532. And so really we're kind of stuck waiting. So that time's going to go down. Oh, there's one. We can do one there. Okay, we'll leave Sada for now. Uargla. Bemenda is, okay, they want to go to Bemenda. Let's see. Uargla to Bemenda is 3,000. So we're going to need an Aeromera, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait. 300. No. It's going to have to be an Aeromera. That's 26 million. So we're going to have to just let this run till the end of the month. And then I'll have to go in and put some better airplanes on. Oh, we did get our Continental network though. That's kind of cool. So here we got all this trust built up. And we do have a new city, Valencia. We'll leave that going. Okay, so SATA. They wanted to go to Salala. So let's see. Okay, it's got planes there. So really that should take care of it. Uargla needs to go to Bemenda. All right, that was the one we had going, right? Yeah. So we need to go an Aramera. And then Uargla wanted to go to Ugadugu. So Uargla to Ugadugu, 2,200. I'd say we stick with an Aramera again on that, which is quite pricey. So Valencia, we want to put a hub down there. Hire hub manager, expand. What we might have to do is run this month a bit and next month do United Kingdom because we're going to run out of money. Because once we start talking some big planes, it's tough. So Valencia wants to go to Barcelona. Now that one we should be able to say do this halty. I think I'll go with halties from now on. So Toulouse. So Valencia to Toulouse. Now that one we could, if we go halty again, create that's 6 hours, 45 minutes. Okay. We'll put 3 buses on that. And okay, we'll go United Kingdom just for fun. Starts with London. All right, that makes sense. Then we'll put our expand down. And we want to go to Eindhoven and Ghent. No problem. So Eindhoven is first. And we'll have to take... You know what? Really? Because it's London, let's go with a 340 instead of the 230 Nimbus. And let's go with 3 of them. I just have a feeling London's going to get packed up easy. And it might not. It may not. But just in case. And we'll do the same thing to Ghent. And I'll go 2 planes to Ghent. So that's London. So now if we keep going... Sada, is it still overcrowded? Salala is still not amazing, I wouldn't say. It's got 4 planes though. We could bump this up to the 390 transporter, which will really increase capacity. And let's replace that, and let's get rid of this one. There. So we'll go with 3 390s instead. So that leaves us with $100 million. Now, there's probably other things, like if I would go back through everything, no doubt I will find some hiccup points. I mean, it may take a while to do so. See, Johannesburg to Maseru isn't doing super amazing. We could probably tighten things up a bit. Now, if we were going to keep doing Europe, Germany is out of reach, I would say. But it would be good to just, we could maybe do Scandinavia. But then we have a lot of the month to go through. Austria, Slovenia, Croatia. You know, we may just have to pile up some money and take care of issues, I'd say. So we got a decent amount of Western Europe taken care of here. So let's see. Erbil is overcrowded. All right, let's slow that down a bit. Wow, it's overcrowded with tons of stuff. So let's focus in on Erbil then. It's going to need some love. Erbil to Damascus apparently was using an indirect route. Can we do buses on that? Halty, create. Okay, now also Erbil. Let's see. Slamani. Okay, so that kind of fixed things, didn't it? Let's just look at Slamani for a second. Maybe we want to put a better. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest bus, was it? There we go. That'll help a bit. So now we can upgrade things a bit, speed it up. Looks like it's daytime. Nicosia Municipality. So now we got to Beirut is a little bit full. Let's just bump these planes up. There we go. So one's a 340 for some odd reason, and the other one's a 390. Okay, we have leads. That's another thing we can do. Leads. Put a hub. Hire a trusty manager. So Leeds wants to go to London. That makes sense. And let's see. We could do a halty. Let's build a road. Let's put 2 of them. And then also it wants to go to Ghent. So that's going to have to be an aircraft situation there. So we could go... Let's go the 390. And then let's slow this down a second. Toulouse wants to go to Barcelona and it wants to go to Marseille. I thought we had a Toulouse to Marseille, but I guess we don't. So Marseille, that should be a halty. Create. Put our buses. And then it wants to go to Barcelona. It does have a path with a terrible bus. Honestly, just garbage bus. So let's go ahead and go right up to a halty. And let's put 3 buses on that. Now, Lyon. Oh, right there on the bus line. Perfect. Hub manager, expand. So Lyon wants to go to Marseille and it wants to go to Luxembourg. So we can do that. Marseille. We're going to go with the halty. Create that. 3 of them. It wants to go to Luxembourg as well. No problem whatsoever. We can do that. And we'll go with the halty. And we'll put 2 of them. And I noticed when I zoomed in, and you might have noticed too, somehow I missed Andorra here. So Andorra. Gonna hire our manager. Expand. So Andorra is up in the mountains a bit. So it wants to go to Valencia and Barcelona. So I don't know if this is going to work good by land. We'll see. Valencia. Let's see. What's the halty going to say? 2 million. Okay, well, that's not horrible, but there we go. And the other one was Barcelona. Yep. So once again, we do that. We're going to have to build a road probably or some kind of cutoff. Oh, it's going to go a long way though. I don't really like that, honestly. Well, let's put it down, but I can't say I like that. It's like zigzagging around. Not the greatest. Continental Network. Oh, we didn't quite hit that last time, but we should hit it this time because we're almost at 100,000. That would give us 7 stars instead of 6. I can't see why we wouldn't hit that. So yeah, we missed Andorra, but now we have everything on the east of Europe. That's continental and a bit of the islands. Toulouse is overcrowded. So Toulouse wants to go to Barcelona. And maybe, I wonder why these are all losing. How long is the ride? 13% passengers. I don't know. I think it should be okay, really. So the other thing we could do is come over to Iceland. Yeah, because that's part of Europe. So Hofen, We'll put a hub in here, hire our manager, and Hoppin wants to go to Limerick and it wants to go to Ghent. So definitely going to be airplane situations. Limerick, 1300. So we should do the 390 transporter. We'll put 3 of them down. And then Hoppin to Ghent. We'll do the same thing, but we'll only put 2 airplanes down. And we got what? How many do we have there? I'm not sure if I got 2 or if I got 1. Just want to double check. Yeah, we got 2. Okay, that should be good. So then Denmark is... Oh, Greenland. They're treating Greenland like it's completely different for some reason. Okay, we'll take Greenland, and that'll be the end of what we're doing for this month. So where's our city anyways? Did we not get a city in Greenland? What? No, we had to have. The cities I know are around here on the edges. Are you serious? We got no city from Greenland? What? That's really strange. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, we're about to flip over. And when we do, we're going to get, well, maybe 250 million more. Hard to say. We're not going to hit this 250 for a while to get up to logistic conglomerate. That's going to be a while. Next country, we have 2,500 minutes to open it up. So we're doing fine that way. We could speed this up a bit. And then see how much money we're going to get. There we go. Oh, we got basically almost 500 million. That's crazy. So we earn trust. Cities have grown. And new cities available. Bangor. Okay. That is in the UK. Let's see. Where is Bangor? Right there. We'll put a hub there because at this point we're just throwing hubs everywhere, I guess. So Bangor wants to go to Leeds and it wants to go to London. That's definitely possible. So first is Leeds. We'll put a Halti. Put 3 buses on that. And then it's going to want to go to London. And we'll put a Halti on that. Build the road. So we got 3 buses on that. Now, 500 million. So Germany's the next thing we should knock off the list. So what do we get in Germany? We got Munich, which is down here in the south. So Munich needs its manager. So Munich wants to go to Bellinzona in Switzerland, and it wants to go to Lyon. So Bellinzona, I'm not sure. I'm not in Switzerland, I don't think. Am I? Am I there? 290. Okay, we'll go Halti. Build road. Maybe I am there. I didn't think I went to Switzerland, but maybe I did. And they want to go to Lyon. Lyon, I don't know if that's something we can drive there or not. We'll see. We'll see what they come up with for a road. All right, we'll try it. So I guess Switzerland was... I did take it, I guess. Okay. So the next thing would be Austria. And we're going to get Vienna way over here. And there we go. So Vienna wants to go to Munich and Bari. Okay, to Munich, we'll try to do that by bus if we can. And at some point, I may have to come back and put some trains in. There we go. Lots of buses going. Now, wants to go to Bari. And Bari, let's see. Bari is, well, I'd say a plane situation. Let's go with the 390 transporter. I don't know if we're going to mess with the Nimbus anymore because it's a little small. So we could next do Czechia. And that will give us Ostrava. Get our manager in. Boom. Ostrava wants to go to Vienna and it wants to go to Munich. So number 1, Vienna. And we put a halty down. Okay, road construction, that's not so bad. And it also wants to go to Munich. And we could probably do that by road as well. I don't know if at a certain point the roads start getting clogged. They might, you know, they really might. So if we come up here to, actually, if we stick down here, Slovenia, Ljubljana, now that is a hard city to say. And that's not in Africa, that's in Europe. Okay, so Ljubljana wants to go to Vienna, and it wants to go to Ostrava. So Vienna, I'm sure we can just bust that. And it wants to go to Ostrava. And that, we should be able to bust that as well. It's going to go through Vienna pretty well. There we go. Then Croatia. Croatia, we were given Osijek. Okay, there we are. We're over there. Osijek. So Vienna and Ljubljana. So Vienna. And we are going to... Do we want to go through there? That's 482. Yeah, we could. We'll do that. And it also wants to go to Ljubljana. We can do that. Take the halty, build a road. Put some buses down. Now, Bosnia and Herzegovina. People. I've never heard of that city before. So, Bari and Osijek. So, people wants to go to Bari, which is kind of just over the Adriatic Sea. We'll go the 340 Express. Or wait, do we want 390? 390 is going to make even more money. Let's go with the 390. And it also wants to go to Osijek. So people to Osijek. Oops, wrong thing. Definitely not Gitega. Osijek. That can be our halty. Oh, that's kind of a weird road, isn't it? That's really weird. So we could go Hungary. Means we already have a road going through it. The Debrecen. So we'll put our thing down, get our manager. Boom. So Debrecen wants to go to Vienna and Osijek, which is fine. We can do that. So Vienna. And if we put our halty down, there we go. And it also wants to go to Osijek. And let's see, if we put a halty down, does it need to? No, I guess it'll use the existing road situation. Slovakia will take. Press off. So here's, we're going to do press off, and they want to go to Vienna and Ostrava. I'm surprised they want to go to Debrecen. So Vienna and Ostrava. So there you go. We can do Vienna first. We'll throw our halty down, and we're going to build a road. Make 4 of them. And then we're probably going to have to build a cutoff to go to Ostrava. Build road. Yep. Little kind of spur there. Wonderful. So that's that. Now we could go Poland because we still have 247. So Krakow. There. Krakow itself wants to go to Vienna and people. So Krakow to Vienna. And we'll put a halty on that. Build a road. Great. Put our 4 buses on it. And they want to go to pupil. Which, do we want to go road there? I don't think so. I think we want to go. We'll go a 340 express. How about that? Yeah, I don't like completely zigzaggy roads. So now we are at first day of the month. I guess I didn't realize we had paused everything. So we still have 175 million, but we better let this thing run a bit. So we got Scandinavia still that we haven't done yet. And we have the Eastern Bloc countries. And then a little bit of the Caspian Sea or Adriatic Sea. So Tanga's overcrowded. Slow that down a bit. So let's see. Zanzibar City to Dodoma. Tanga to Dodoma. I thought that was like a straight run. I don't understand. I feel like Tanga to Dodoma was already something we did a long time ago. So Dar es Salaam, no valid path exists. Tanga to Dar es Salaam didn't have a path before? Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, we could do something like a boat even. Silver Ripple, Sunseeker. How about we go Sunseeker? And we'll put 2 of them. How about that? So let things keep moving along. Makamides is overcrowded now. So they want... Ooh, wow. They got a lot going on here. Wow. Abidjan. So we can work on Makamides for a little bit. Makamides wants to go to Abidjan. And that is right there. So we need something that can do 3,000. So an AR 500. We'll put one of them on. Makamides also wants to go to Dodoma. Makamides to Dodoma. 2,700. Which also is an Aramera. So see, once you start putting these longer planes on, you can spend a lot of time. So Mabea. So we can go Makamides to... Wait, is it up further? Let's just do it this way. Mabea. 2,400. So that's going to be Aramera. Wonderful. So that's... Oh, also Kigali is something they want. So Makamides to Kigali. Add city, Kigali, 2,400, which would fall under the AR 1,500. Yeah, so I'm still stuck doing that, I guess. We'll put 2 planes on that. There we go. That cleans that up a little bit. Lubango means we're right close. Is anything bad happening there? Nope. Still sitting pretty good. I guess I can just let the game tell me when something's messed up. Iringa. So they want to go to Dodoma. They do have a straight path. Okay, if we click this up to a halty. And we click this one up to a halty. So now we're fine. Plus they still have a plane too, I believe. Nimbus. We'll leave the Nimbus going. That's totally fine. I don't mind that. Here, we'll speed it up a bit. Now we're down to 27 million, so we got to be careful. So we might want to kind of put our base amount that we want to keep maybe at 100 million or something like that. Because if we start using planes that are super expensive, Okay, there was something in Greenland then. Tasilak. Okay. Well, that makes more sense. I was wondering why there was nothing there. Okay, so if we do that, Hoffen. Right. Tasilak. The Hoffen. We could go Nimbus, and maybe we should, because we're running a little low on money. So they want to go to Limerick as well. I don't know if that's possible with the Nimbus, but we're about to find out. No, it's not. So 2100. So it's going to need an AR500 Aramera. It's quite expensive. So that pretty well cleans me out money-wise. And now we're up to 3,000 minutes before we need another country. We could maybe do something in Kuwait here. Let's take a look. Slamani. So Kuwait to Slamani. Let's go to Kuwait. So if we click on that and it wants to go to Slamani, Slamani could probably be done by bus. Okay. Porto Novo or Portos, sorry, to Barcelona. This one's probably not going to work because Barcelona, no doubt, is a little bit far away, but who knows? Well, you can do a 10 and a half hour bus trip, I guess. I suppose that's possible. We'll do it. So we are still going up a little bit in money, which is good because we're probably going to need it. So we have kind of Eastern and Central Europe is sort of done, really. So all that we have left for Europe is Eastern Europe and Scandinavia. So that gives us a new city, Nuremberg. Famous Nuremberg trials were held there, obviously. So Nuremberg wants to go to Munich and Bellinzona. Munich. Let's see. Can we get a road built there? Yes, we can. We're just going to have to wait a bit for an extra money for the extra bus. And we just went into the red. That's not what we wanted to see. I don't think there's a danger of being in the red, but I don't know. Maybe if you sit there long enough, they will make you go bankrupt or whatever. Okay, there's a second bus. And I'd like to do a third one there. So I'm just going to let this go. Okay. So now we'll get rid of all this earn trust. That's wonderful. I could probably turn that off so it doesn't come up because I don't really find it helps anything. So Nuremberg wants to go to Bellinzona as well. And it must be going indirectly. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's go directly. Bellinzona. We can put a halty. We'll build the road. We'll put a couple buses down. Now Stuttgart just opened up. So we got 3 cities in Germany now. He wants to go to Nuremberg and Bellinzona. No surprise there. So Nuremberg. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do Bellinzona first, I guess. I'm going to hurt nothing. Build a road. And now it's going to want to go to Nuremberg. And we're going to be building a little road there too. There we go. Well, very little road. Very little. I know I would have thought it would have came like this way right here, but instead we got this really odd little zigzag thing. So Ghent is overcrowded. Let's see. So Luxembourg to Ghent is not doing amazing. Oh, wow. Let's put a halty in here. Let's put 2. Now, back to what it originally was crying about was the Eindhoven. Has a direct path. Probably is a bad train. Yep. It is. There, we'll add another train. And what else is it choking on? Marseille, maybe? It has 230s. It's probably just that Ghent part. So as you can see, we didn't quite make as much money last time. We're at 497,000. And so I think maybe we'll stop the video there. So as we mentioned, overall, we still got Africa. We're still fixing issues down there, Middle East. We got Southern Europe. We've got, or at least the Mediterranean Sea part. We've got Western Europe, including Greenland and Iceland. And we've got Central Europe all taken care of. It's just Scandinavia, which will be another probably 60, 70, 80 million by the time we put planes and stuff down. And then we have Western Europe here and a little bit of, I guess, what you would call Southern Europe. If you like that video, like, comment, subscribe. Come back and watch another great video of I Can Meet Gaming.